Hi and welcome to the first edition of NIWFA Lockdown, a series in which we plan to feature players and teams from around the NIWFA and how they are working their way through the current situation that we presently find ourselves in. Clearly we're all disappointed the new season isn't able to get underway for the time being, but hopefully through this short series of videos we can highlight some of the positive stuff that is going on behind the scenes with so many of our clubs around the NIWFA family. It is our hope that the show will not only provide some great tips on keeping your fitness and team morale up during the current situation, but will also highlight some of the great work being carried out in the community by some of our players and coaches across the NIWFA. Anyhow, enough talk, let's get things underway, and it's my great pleasure to welcome as our first guest onto the show two players from the Belfast Ravens, Caiti McCloskey and Emer Maguire. Okay, so we're joined tonight by a couple of the girls from Belfast Ravens. We've got Emer Maguire and Caiti McCloskey. Ladies, first of all, thank you very, very much for joining us on tonight's show.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
No problems at all. Caiti, we'll start with yourself. I know obviously you work a little bit as a classroom assistant as well, obviously as part of your job. So how's that having an impact on your life at the moment, the way things are?
So at the minute, I'm just working 1 day a week, really. We're kind of taking it on a rota basis to look after key worker children. So it's good to get out of the house and keep you in a bit of routine. But apart from that, obviously all my coaching's been cancelled that I've been doing. But I've been doing a bit of the coaching with the key worker kids, kind of good way to keep them all away from each other, give them all a ball. And
okay. What sort of age are they?
So it's all primary school, so from year 1 right up to year 7, but you kind of you don't have that many kids in at a time, obviously. So.
And in terms of their sort of feeling towards this whole thing, are they impacted by it as such?
No, they actually cope with it really well. They've kind of adjusted quite well to it. A lot of the time you kind of have families in, so you have a few kids from the same family, which means they can all act as normal and they can all be around each other. You're obviously trying to keep the rest of them separated.
Right.
So I think that was a bit strange for them at first, but they've kind of got used to it really quickly.
Okay. Emer, turn to yourself then. I think you're a speech and language for a therapist with the NHS, is that right?
Yeah.
What does that entail?
Well, I work a couple of days a week out in the community in speech and language therapy. So I used to be hospital-based, working with people who had communication needs or swallowing problems in the hospital. And now I do the same thing out in the community. So I work with people who have dementia or Parkinson's or MS or anything really that's caused them to have speech or swallowing problems. And I go out to their house and see them and try and see what food might be most suitable for them and how we can help them swallow wise. So.
And is this whole sort of situation, is it having much of an impact on your job?
Yeah, it's having quite a big impact. So a lot of people that I would see would be vulnerable people in nursing homes, people with other health conditions. So we're quite wary about seeing people at the minute because obviously people don't know who has things, so we're trying to keep everybody safe. We're actually working from home quite a bit, which is bizarre whenever your job is all patient contact. So We're doing that, and then some of us have also been moved to other places to try and cope with demand in the hospital and things.
Okay, well, you both sound like you're doing a great job, and thank you for doing that. Caiti, turning back to yourself, we're looking a wee bit now. We're going to look at a couple of videos you've produced over the last few weeks. Game Changers Belfast is your name you're using. Tell us a wee bit about how that came about.
Well, I basically started making a few videos for some of the kids that I coach in after school clubs. In particular, it was for the girls team that the school I work in just started a girls club in January there. Okay. And we got about 14, 15 girls that had never played football before coming to it, and they've been really enjoying it and been doing really well. But now this lockdown's come at kind of a really bad time for them starting out playing football. So I wanted to make some videos for them to just keep developing their skills and keep enjoying football. So they're really basic videos, just outlining the movements of drills and skills. And then there's a few more challenging ones for more experienced players if they want to get involved. So we've got a Facebook page and an Instagram account and on YouTube as well. So if you look up Game Changers Belfast, you'll be able to find us there.
Hi everyone. For this week's game, we're going to play some football tennis. To play, all you need is a football, 2 or more people, and something to use as a net. For our net, we used the washing line and tied it around our fence. Let us know how you get on.
Emer, back to yourself. In terms of the impact, in terms of the Ravens, obviously this was the week. There was going to be the official league launch where we're going to be getting started, sort of playing football properly the next week or two. I know you've had a bit of an injury, so that might have delayed your start of the season, but how frustrating is it that things can't get underway again?
It's really frustrating actually, because I know last year obviously was our first year in the league, which was a really good experience for us. But this year, I think we were all really, really looking forward to it and really raring to go. I am injured at the moment, but I was really excited going down to watch the friendlies that everyone was playing in, and just excited to watch that kind of at the league level as well. But I know loads of people on our team, including myself, have been using Caiti's videos, so that's kind of been keeping us going. Like, we're keeping our skills up in that way, so that has been good. But it is really sad, obviously, that the league isn't happening yet.
And what sort of things, Caiti, have the Ravens been doing to keep the girls all together as a unit as such?
We've been doing loads actually. Briggsy and Lisa, who manage the club, have been coming up with challenges for us to do all the time. Some football ones, some fitness ones, and the girls were even doing a drawing challenge where they drew each other teammates last night, so that was a good one. Didn't know we had so many talented artists in our team, but there you go.
We'll put some of those pictures up so people can see them. Some of them are, let's say, better than others.
Yeah. So another week Briggsy organised, and that was good crack. So he did it on Facebook Live, and everyone was involved in that, and all the money raised went to the NHS, didn't it?
Brilliant. Okay. And how many of you took part in that?
There must have been about 40 of us, were there?
Yeah, I think it was nearly all of us. We were all being very competitive about it.
Nobody was cheating, of course. Sitting with Google open or nothing like that, no?
Well, we definitely weren't, because we didn't win.
That's the problem. Online quizzes, you don't know who's sitting with a second computer open, having Google open all the time, but that's what it goes.
It was a Google-proof quiz, according to Rixie.
I'm glad to hear that. Emer, just come back to yourself. You mentioned there earlier on you were a speech and language therapist, but you're also a part-time, and this is your description, self-employed radio presenter, musical comedian, and science communicator, etc. Give us some more gen on that.
I know it sounds like they're not real jobs, and I suppose they're kind of not really, but in the time that I'm not doing speech and language therapy, I do a variety of other things, and it's kind of it all started being based on science, so talking about science at festivals or talking about science on the radio and things, and I would do that a lot. And then the other side to it is that I do musical comedy, so I do comedy shows. A lot of the Ravens have very nicely come to see me for a good night out. So it's kind of a random weird mix of things that I do whenever I'm not speech theraping.
And you've written a song about this current situation we're in at the moment, is that right? Lockdown? Yeah,
so I was kind of bored as everybody is. And I was just thinking, what kind of creative things could I do whenever we were in lockdown? And I was thinking about videos and things I could make. One of the main things I do, as I say, is musical comedy. And I would write songs about situations or what's going on at a certain point in time. And I thought, I'm stuck in the house surrounded kind of by my guitars. Like, why not write a song about it? So I wrote a song about kind of the things that you could do when you're stuck in the house, ideas for other people if they're running out of things.
It sounds across really well, actually. I'm going to let our listeners, or our viewers indeed, hear the actual song very shortly. But just before that, I just want to say a massive thank you. That's really us finished, but thank you so much for taking the time, Caiti and Emer, for coming in to talk to us tonight. And I wish you all the best for the next period of isolation. Hopefully we'll get back to playing football sooner rather than later.
Thanks very much, Colin.
No problems at all.
Thank you.
This is Lockdown. So we're in lockdown, stuck in quarantine. I'm socially distant, but I think I've always been. So here's some ideas to keep you occupied, to keep our souls happy while we're hanging out inside. Call up your sister, tell her she's got class. FaceTime your granny and agree it's terrible to cancel mass. WhatsApp your brothers, check their money's doing fine. Text your dad and suggest he pours your mother a glass of wine. Organize your cupboards, find some random herbs and spices. Discover you'll still never use that turmeric in this crisis. Look down the sofa for an extra bit of cash. We'll need it when this is over and we're all out on the lash. We're in lockdown, stuck in quarantine. I'm socially distant, but I think I've always been. So here's some ideas to keep you occupied, to keep our souls happy while we're hanging out inside. Go on and cut your fringe, you've always wanted bangs. Who cares if it goes wrong, no one will see you're ostracized. Have a major Netflix binge, maybe learn to dance. Eat Doritos for your dinner while you're chilling in your pants. Act out scenes of movies with your dog playing the lead. Or pretend you're in Crufts and he'll win best in breed. Or get out your playing cards, have a game of Snap. Maybe donate some toilet roll unless you're full of crap. We're in lockdown, stuck in quarantine. I'm socially distant, but I think I've always been. So here's some ideas to keep you occupied, to keep our souls happy while we're hanging out inside. Try some online yoga, learn to speak Francais. Gather up your friends and have a Facebook Live soiree. Open up your wardrobe and have a fashion show. Look into the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful. Do 100 push-ups, iron everything in sight. Eat your body weight in chocolate, tell yourself you'll be alright. Maybe make a scrapbook, learn to play the violin. WhatsApp your football teammates while you're knocking back the gin. We're in lockdown, stuck in quarantine. I'm socially distant, but I think I've always been. So here's some ideas to keep you occupied, to keep our souls happy while we're hanging out inside. Write a song about a virus that's trying to ruin the world, stealing hopes and lives and money, but it won't keep down this Irish girl. If we all just pull together, keep each other entertained, won't be long till we are out there dancing in the rain. We're in lockdown, stuck in quarantine. I'm socially distant, but I think I've always been. Just keep your head up, wash your hands and keep confined. Stay apart to stick together, most importantly, be kind.
So that's it from the first ever episode of NIWFA Lockdown. Massive thank you to Caiti and Emer from the Belfast Ravens for joining me on today's show, and hopefully in some small way will have provided some encouragement for all of you in these tough times. If you or your club would like to get involved in a future episode of this show, just drop us an email at 1880video@gmail.com and we'll get back to you to make sure that happens. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and until the next time, don't forget, stay home and save lives.